Time to get this game started. Will boot it away to start the game. That one bounds through the...
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. It'll be a touchback. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Pumped it downfield. Complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Escapes the... But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's long. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
How about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
To the air, it's Milroe. The sweet feet buy a little time. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. Third down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up fourth.
They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. Instead, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got an open man, and he's still running after the move. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw it again. He's got his man in the back of the end zone, but he was a little too far out of the back. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. What a grab and go for the score.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. The opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Golden. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Offense set on first down. Looking for room. It's Baxter. Slams into the pile. He'll get one to the 17.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Looking deep down the right side. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
It's really early in the game right now, and it's 4th and short, 4th and medium maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point splits the upright. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Bucs take over and they'll send out the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. On the move at the 30. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Ewers. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And the Longhorns will have a 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
To the air on 1st down. He's got him still on his feet. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
This time they'll go to the running game. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The play action fake. Let's it fly. Give him 6. Touchdown, Texans. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 for getting them back in the ballgame.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man all by himself. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. To the air, it's Milroe. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he dropped it! Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around, he's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The give to the lone running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Now the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a connection. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Crosses the 40. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, he puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Now on 1st down from the 30. They're going to throw it again. He's going to take off. Smashes through. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
He'll do it himself. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Trying to surge it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown time. Man, did he show some hop for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. With the catch, it's Bond. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Love the coverage, not giving up an inch defensively. They're third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them.
He uncorks one deep. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Looking to throw, it's Ewers. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it down the right side. Just slithered through the tackle when he's got room to run. Can anyone catch him? And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Dialing up a second down pass play. Throwing right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Smashes it between the uprights. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the...
Afterburner's coming. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling the quarterback, something has to change from this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking for a crease, it's Baxter. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Finds his man and they convert. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver shows motion. Off play action on first down. He'll take a shot. And that one's going to be incomplete. I don't think he got a foot down along the back of the end zone.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field and play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. What a disappointment. No good. Boy, they could have used that field goal to draw a little closer, but still an 8-point game. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He'll keep it himself. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to fire to the left. Wide open. He makes the catch. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Alabama quickly back to the line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
The tight end was lined up inside tight, trying to work the middle of the field, but the defense was ready for it. They had double coverage, and that's why that throw was incomplete.
It's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They're going to pass on what would figure to be an easy 3 points and instead go for it on 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals. Yeah,
because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Golden. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Got it behind the line. It's Baxter. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on 4th down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's loose. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way.
Well, it looked like he was going to get the first down there. You're the quarterback, you're the coach, you're thinking, all right, fresh set of downs. Offensive coordinator's already looking at his play sheet, getting ready to dial up the next play, but not so fast, David. Defense comes away with a massive takeaway.
Huge takeaway, and think about it. You're trying as hard as you can to get him down, stop him on this 4th down, get the ball back. He gets the first down. It's a little bit demoralizing, but because you're running to the football, you get a hand on it, you get the football out. Now you get, it's like stopping him on 4th down anyways, because you got the ball and you're getting it back to your offense.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Gonna take a shot. He's got it at the 20. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Held. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Ewers. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. They keep attacking through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Held. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He lets it fly. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Little touch pass to the receiver. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. They fake it, pitch it to the tight end, and he's knocked down. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball
lofts one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field.
He lofts one down the sideline. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Quarterback will audible. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Alabama pushing the tempo.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This is a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Milroe. Floating away. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep fighting, right? This game ain't over yet. Like, you still got an opportunity. Does it look good? No. But now, I got the ball back. Great job by the defense forcing the turnover. Now, let's see if we can go out and make this thing interesting, put some plays together, maybe get an onside kick. Who the heck knows?
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Texas offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Ewers. He looks that one in nicely. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He wants a big play here late. And it's picked off again. His nice... Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash, one team hoping to make a giant statement. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's James. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Oregon! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that game. And he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
This quarterback really is going to have to be aware in this game of trying to find lanes to throw into when he's throwing over the middle of the field, because this D-line does a great job getting their hands in there.
Now on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. A little release to the back. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. LSU quick to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Quick strike complete. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Gets it out quickly.
He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On second down, just keeps firing. He's going for the big play. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball in his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
And I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. They're trying to get to it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Finds it back in the middle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Gonna run it. It's Durham. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking for an open man on second down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU! The best way I can think of to describe this cat, he's like a human get-out-of-jail-free card. He'll make it work no matter the circumstance.
And so as a defense, Reese, I mean, you've got to be aware of what this guy is doing at all times. I mean, he's not just staying in the pocket and he takes off. You've got to have bodies flying to the football. Stop worrying about these wide receivers because this guy's dangerous with his legs.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Wide out in motion. Looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2, and they'll take an 8-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. He'll start this drive firing. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. This guy's seriously not going to go for it this close to his own end zone. I mean, he does have a punter, doesn't he? On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. LSU right back to the line. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Release to the back. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
On the run, it's Whittington. That's 20. He's got space. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Wide open downfield. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top going 63 yards to the house. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job.
And the pass hits, picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The offense set for a first down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Coming after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Oregon! What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. LSU quick to the line. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. Oh, it's out! Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Back to throw, it's Gabriel. makes his connection. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total. Touchdown Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. LSU right back to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He rifles one deep down the middle.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
To throw, it's Nussmeier. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Go to the end zone, picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.